Hi guys! So yesterday my awesome friend Brittany tagged me in a Walt Disney World tag. What's so awesome about me and Brittany is that we both worked at Walt Disney World, so we know a good bit about Disney World. Not bragging, just saying. So she tagged me in it and I'm just gonna do it, so let's go do the Disney World tag. What was your first trip to Walt Disney World? Well, if you saw my DCP story video, then you kind of know the whole story about one of my friends, Kaisha, got accepted into the Disney College program. So because she worked for Disney, she got free tickets, and she gave me and Brittany and her boyfriend, also one of my best friends, Alex, free tickets, and we were able to go to Disney World basically for free. And it was about 2 years ago now, and it was the best first trip ever. Ugh, it was just so good. What is your favorite park? I'm gonna say my favorite park is Magic Kingdom because it's Magic Kingdom. If you want to go to the most Disney park in Disney World, it's Magic Kingdom. It almost kind of hits you over the head with the Disney and the magic and the beautifulness and the splendor and But I also want to give a shout out to my work park, one of the water parks, Typhoon Lagoon. And yeah, the water parks aren't as big and extravagant or neat as the main parks, and you know, they're not really supposed to be, but Typhoon Lagoon is pretty awesome. Please just visit and have fun at the water parks because they're awesome too. What is your favorite land in Magic Kingdom? My personal favorite is Fantasyland. It is just so beautiful and so whimsical, and my favorite attraction in all of Disney World is in Fantasyland. It's PhilharMagic. Fantasyland in general is just beautiful, and it has awesome characters, awesome scenery, awesome theming. Ugh, it's so great, and you just, Fantasyland's awesome. What is your favorite Disney World snack? Around Thanksgiving time, I did a whole video on my favorite foods to eat in Disney World. So if you want a more in-depth answer, just go on over to that video. There's going to be a card over here. But I'll give you my short answer. My favorite snack to eat in Disney World is corn dog nuggets from Casey's Corner in Main Street, USA. They are individually kissed by Cinderella to make them more magical, and I'm pretty sure there's fairy dust in the batter because, those things are good. Oh my gosh. The corn dog nuggets are... What is your favorite souvenir? This is also kind of a loaded question because I can't pick just one. So I'll just show you a few of my favorites. This is my graduation hat that you get towards the end of your CP program. It's really awesome, and I had it engraved. It says DCP 2015, so of course this thing has a special place in my heart. This is what I call Baby Simba. When I went to Disney World for the first time, my friend Kaisha gave me this, so it's my first souvenir from Disney World, so it's also gonna have a very special place in my heart. And plus, it's just really cute. These are my first pair of ears, and I now have more, which is wonderful, but these were my first. So anytime you go to Disney World for the first time, you gotta get a pair of ears. And since this was the first, of course, they, again, have a special place in my heart. Next is this fella. And he really just doesn't have a special place in my heart. He's not like a first of anything. He's just really cute because it's Baymax, and he's also super cuddly, and he's really, really fun to hug. Finally, I have this cool little pin. It's actually a cast member exclusive pin, so you can't really go into the parks and buy it, but it says, "Follow me to the best job in the world." Not only is it talking about working at Disney World, and it was the best job in the world, but it's also got Sorcerer Mickey, and Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite Mickey. So yeah, it's just, I love this pin. I love this pin so much. What is your favorite quick service restaurant? Well, I used to work quick service. I worked at Hollywood Studios, at the Backlot Express, and all over in Typhoon Lagoon. So I do know quite a bit of quick service, also because I ate quite a bit at quick service restaurants. But my favorite quick service restaurant is Pinocchio's Village House in Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom. It's really good, and the pizza's really good, and I just love the scenery of it. You can sit in there and look over Small World, and it's beautiful. It's just really nice, and I love that place. What is your favorite table service restaurant? My favorite table service restaurant, even though I've only eaten at a handful, is Be Our Guest. It is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. It literally looks like the inside of Beast's Castle. There's 3 different dining rooms you can eat in. Each one of them is beautifully themed. And if you eat at dinner, you can also meet the Beast, and that was really awesome. Eating and the food is pretty darn good. What is your favorite show? My cast member is gonna come out a little bit. Okay, there's technically not shows at Disney World, as there's technically not rides. Everything's kind of put into the attraction umbrella. But I guess if we're gonna go with show, I think I'm gonna go with PhilharMagic. You sit in a theater with 3D glasses on and a movie plays, so it's a show. Plus, it's amazing. You've heard me talk about PhilharMagic ad nauseum. Ugh. Take me back. I gotta go to Philhar now. What is your favorite nighttime spectacular? My favorite is Fantasmic. Fantasmic is an experience. You sit there, and for half an hour, you see lights, water, fire, beautiful costumes, wonderful puppets, choreography, fireworks, lasers. It's got everything, and it's epic and wonderful, and oh, it's so good. Fantasmic is What is your favorite Epcot pavilion? This is easy! My favorite Epcot pavilion by far is the Japan pavilion. Not only is it based around one of the places I hope to visit someday, but it has the coolest place to buy merchandise in all of Disney World. The Meats Closet department store. It is so cool. It's this huge department store that has anime collectibles galore, and the back room has a beautiful collection of Japanese snacks and candies, and every time I go there I have to buy at least one thing of haichu, one thing of Pocky, and maybe something else. The Japanese pavilion in general, it's so awesome. What is your favorite color of Magic Band? My personal favorite color Magic Band is pink, like this one. I do like pink. I can be fairly girly sometimes. But my personal favorite Magic Band was actually not one of these like basic colored Magic Bands. It's my first Magic Band. It's my Elsa Magic Band. See? So cool. And you know, I'm always gonna love this Magic Band. This is the one that I'll always take with me whenever I go to the parks, and it's just so cool, and I love it. Who was your favorite character to meet? This is really hard because I have met a lot of awesome characters. Actually, my favorite characters are probably a tie. One of them was just really fun and really awesome, and it was actually Hero and Baymax. They were really cool and just fun, and it was really fun interacting with Baymax and Hero. Unfortunately, you can't meet Hero anymore, but you can meet Baymax in Epcot, I believe. My other favorite meet and greet is actually Chewbacca. Chewie came in and I fell in love, and he was just so sweet, and Wookiees give the best hugs. You bet whenever I go to Hollywood Studios again, I'm going to meet Chewie. What character do you want to meet that you haven't? There's a lot of characters that I unfortunately didn't get to meet. First and foremost, I would like to meet the one remaining princess that I haven't met, which was Aurora. And I would also want to go back and have the princesses finished signing this drawing, this fan art that I did of them. I have almost all of them except for Mulan, Pocahontas, Anna and Elsa, and of course Aurora, because I've never met Aurora. What is your favorite ride? Again, there really aren't technically rides at Disney World, they're all just attractions. But if we're going to go with a traditional ride, you sit down and something and it moves, is the Haunted Mansion. It's so brilliant, it's so wonderful, it's one of the Disney theme park classics. It's just amazing technologically. Even though it's decades old, it's just so cool the way they do the animatronics, the way they do the optical illusions. It's just so neat. I've ridden that ride probably in the double digits by now, and every time I went, I saw something that I never noticed before. It's that detailed and so cool. You stay on site or off site? Well, I've actually done both. The first time I went, we stayed off site, and that's a good option if you don't want to pay a bunch of money to stay on site. But I've also stayed on site for when my parents came to visit me in April of last year. We stayed at the All-Star Movies Resort, and that was really awesome too. There's cool perks for staying on site, so I say if you can afford it, stay on site. Favorite form of Walt Disney World transportation? There's really only two choices. There's monorail and there's bus. I'm gonna go with bus. The monorails to Epcot and Magic Kingdom, they're really neat, but they get really crowded. They're really slow, and they kind of smell bad. I'm just saying. I just prefer the buses because if you take a bus to Magic Kingdom, you can avoid the transportation ticket center. They drop you off right near Magic Kingdom. You can just walk, and it's so much better. Go with the buses, but if you want to take the monorail, take the monorail. Early or late extra magic hours? I never really participated in extra magic hours, but if I did, I would probably prefer late, but I guess that also depends on how late the park is open. I would prefer late so you don't have to wake up super early, but it just depends on timing and whatever. Favorite resort? I've only stayed in one resort, which was the All-Star Movies Resort. I've only seen or been in a handful of resorts, and of the ones that I've been in, my favorite is Art of Animation. Just an homage to animation, which I love, and so I would love to stay at Art of Animation. Main Street USA or Hollywood Boulevard? It's Main Street, okay? I love Sunset Boulevard, but there's something so beautiful and wonderful about Main Street. And at the end of Main Street is Cinderella's castle, so of course it's going to be Main Street. You can never get over the view of Cinderella's castle. No matter how many times you go to Magic Kingdom, every time you see Cinderella's castle, your breath is just taken from you. Best Disney World memory? I don't know if I can choose just one, but I'll try. My favorite Disney World memory really doesn't have much to do with Disney in and of itself. My favorite just day in general was the time I spent over 14 hours in Hollywood Studios for Star Wars weekends. There I met my favorite voice actor, Steve Bloom, the awesome YouTuber Swoozie. I saw tons of celebrities, beautiful fireworks, just everything about that day was awesome and amazing. That day was my favorite day of my entire program, and it was so awesome, so awesome. Finally, when is the next time you're going to Walt Disney World? Unfortunately, I don't know that answer. If I had it my way, I would be at Walt Disney World right now because it is my favorite place on earth. There's never a question of if I go to Disney World, it's when I go to Disney World. There's nothing that's gonna stop me from going back to Disney World. I'm gonna go back to Disney World sometime in the future. I can't wait to go back. I dream about it. I think about it every day. And you know, it doesn't help that I have this memorabilia. It's the best place. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Brittany, for tagging me in the video. And if you guys see this and want to do the video yourself, I'll leave the questions down below in the description. And I would love to see your version of your experiences at Disney World because everyone has different experiences. I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye! Mwah! Have a magical day.